40,000 doses of the vaccine have made their way to New York in the last 3 weeks. However, less than 90,000 New Yorkers have received that first dose. This morning, we continue to see what solutions local leaders are proposing to help expedite vaccinations here in the city. So joining me now is Brooklyn Borough President and 2021 New York City mayoral candidate, Eric Adams. Mr. Adams, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
On the move, I see. You're on the move.
Yes, in the borough of Brooklyn.
All right, Mr. Adams, let's get to this because you and other local leaders have been speaking out regarding the slower than expected rollout of COVID-19 vaccines. I read your proposal here. How far behind do you feel the city is, and how far along do you expect the city could be if they would have moved faster?
We should have really used this as the crisis that it is. It is unfortunate that I don't know why we believe that this was a 9-to-5 operation. And we need those who are in the queue to be waiting so that they can get the vaccine at the same time. That operation was not put in place, and unfortunately, it is slowing us down.
You know, and I spoke to Scott Stringer this morning. I asked him his response to this. What do you think right now of the governor saying the city should have moved faster, the city saying, well, the state is restricting us from moving faster? It seems there's this back and forth when there really should be the rollout going on.
And I agree. And the governor has done an amazing job moving us through this crisis. Now it's time. Let's all get in the room, hear the great ideas that are coming from city, state, and local government officials and the public. I believe what's important right now is the mission. There are two missions. Number one, we need to get those who are spreaders and those who are first responders of the vaccine. Number two is herd immunity. We have to do them together because there's a large number of people who are not willing to take the vaccine now, and they're in that number one population. So we can't stop the herd immunity movement that we are attempting to put in place.
So, you know, I hear what you're saying, and the big question then everybody's screaming at their television is how, and why hasn't it happened yet? So you have a 7-step plan, which you believe will make the rollout quicker and smoother. Briefly, without giving me all 7 points, what do you think is the most important?
The most significant part is a color-coded system that can be broadcast throughout the entire city and state. Red are those first responders we're talking about. The yellow would include the individuals who are in high risk area, and the green is the general population. So if we're not getting enough red or yellow, you can open it to the general population, so we will still be moving towards herd immunity. That is, so it's a dual goal we're doing, and by having those names registered early, you can immediately deploy the public, let the public know what color we're on, just as we do with the terrorist announcement. Based on the color coding system, it allows everyone to be unified around the same message.
So what about putting the distribution then in the hands of beyond the health department? Do you think we should go to maybe community groups, organizations, and some of these groups who are in the community and can reach specific groups, black and brown communities as well, who we know are disproportionately affected, and say, hey, the vaccine is safe and here's how you can get it?
Yes, the term is credible messengers. Let's use the census tract. The same people who knocked on doors, communicated with everyday public, let's re-engage them. Let's reach out to our clergy, our faith base, all of the civic block associations. We need a full mobilization to get this done. And that is what we're not seeing. We're not seeing that mindset. We are in a crisis. Crises are resolved 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And that's what we have to kick into gear.
And let me ask you this. You're a person of color. Will you get the vaccine? And what is your message for those communities who say, I don't trust it?
Yes, I will. And I know there are those who are concerned about the vaccine. And that's why you need your credible messengers, those who communicate, the imams, the rabbis, the pastors, the Sikh temples. You need real credible messengers here, the civic organizations and the organizations that speak on behalf of this population. And I believe you'll get more of the vaccine. But while we're waiting for them to make up their mind, let's move towards herd immunity. And if you don't have enough registered in the population you seek, let's open the door to all New Yorkers so we can move towards herd immunity as well.
Lastly, briefly, communication seems to have been the big issue here, right? Have you given this 7-step plan to the mayor's office or the health department? Have you heard back?
Yes, we sent it to both offices, and we communicated with both the governor's office and the mayor's office because we want to be a
What'd they
partner
say?
here. Uh, They're looking at all proposals. Hopefully, we can move from just examination to implementation.
Yeah, the clock is ticking, as you know. Mr. Adams, appreciate your time this morning. I appreciate your
Thank
voice on
you.
this important topic. I like the no tie look. The relaxed
Take
look in
care.
the car. All right, safe travels wherever you're going right now.